to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you another movie review right here on my YouTube channel. What movie am I tackling in this video? Well, Wrath of the Titans. It's the sequel to 2010's Clash of the Titans. This one came out in 2012. It stars, listen to this lineup, guys. Ralph Fiennes as Hades, Liam Neeson as Zeus, he reprises the role. Danny Huston as Poseidon, he was the bad guy in Wonder Woman, if you guys don't know who Danny Huston is. Sam Worthington as Perseus. Toby Kebbell as Agenor, I think that's Poseidon's son, if I'm not mistaken. You know, half son, he's a half god, just like how Perseus is. Rosamund Pike, which I totally forgot, she's a beautiful actress. She plays Andromeda. Or Queen Andromeda, that's the one who he kind of falls for later, but spoiler, sorry. Edgar Ramirez, or Ramirez, depends on how you pronounce it, as Ares. And Bill Nighy, shit, that surprised me. He's from Underworld, if you don't know who that is. He's the original vampire. Can't remember his name now, but anyways, he's Hephaestus, or Hephaestus. I can't even pronounce it properly. I'm damn Greek, for God's sakes. He's the one who built, like, say, Zeus's lightning bolt, Poseidon's trident, stuff like that. Movie is about an hour and 30 minutes. I kind of forgot how long. It's directed by Jonathon, Liebman. But there you go with all the details on that front there. The last time I seen this movie was in 2012 when it actually did come out. You know, I was a little excited from the first one. I'm like, how does the sequel gonna go the second year there? I kind of forgot literally half the movie. So I go, you know what, let's review it. Let me see if it's worth recommending and if I liked it as much as I did back then, or because back then it didn't have an impression on me because I didn't quite remember. When I love a movie, it kind of sticks in the brain, so kind of half of it went out. But I was kind of surprised. Like the story, they continued I guess the story from the first one that laid over it. Like it kind of gives you a brief history in the credits of what goes on. Actors are amazing. Sam Worthington was one of those guys who was supposed to be a breakout I guess actor that never went anywhere, which is too bad because he's viable, believable as a character, especially the lead role. He's mostly, for me, in my personal opinion, as a supporting whatever. But Rosamund Pike, I forgot, man. Jesus Christ, she's believable as the queen because you're like, come on, back then. Shot well. Historic elements again. I don't know what the whole mythology with all the Greek gods are. You know, in this one. The plot is, of course, you know, brothers turn on brothers kind of thing and whatever the hell, but I don't want to get too much into spoilers. But after watching it, I would say, you know what, give it a try. Give it a fair try like I did. If you go in and you don't know anything, if you haven't watched the first one, don't worry, it's not going to ruin it for you. If you love the actors and actresses that I mentioned in the film, it's good. If you like Greek mythology, I think you're going to like it. Is it as good as some of the other movies that are out there? Probably not. There is The Immortals, which I think is a little bit better than this, but there is action like there is no tomorrow. The special effects, you could tell they're from, you know, the mid 2010s, because now if you would have made this movie later, it'd probably be 10 times better looking. But for the time, it looks pretty good. It doesn't take you away from any of the action at all. Dialogue's okay. Liam Neeson as Zeus. Like I said, if you buy him as Zeus and Worthington as Perseus, you'll be fine. I love how they introduced his son and all those other little small elements, and that the gods are now scrambling on their feet, that they have to stop the god of gods, if you want to call it, you know, from taking over and destroying the whole Kronos, that's his name, Zeus's father and stuff, from destroying basically the planet and what he built up all these years. So, I don't know. Yeah, Perseus, who's a little hesitant, and he decides, you know what, for his son, that maybe he might do, but it might be too late to get involved, but it's never too late, as I say. But, you know, I kind of highly recommend you guys check this out. It's not bad like some of them, the movies that are out there. Like, you know, this is a remake. I don't know if this was a remake, but I know the first one was a remake. But yeah, I would have loved to see the trilogy, do one more just for the hell of it, but I think it's beyond that point. So anyways, guys, go check it out. Spoilers, here we go. Spoilers, the story picks up basically after the death of, or the events of the first movie that happened there. Liam Neeson is trying to convince his son Perseus, Zeus, convincing Perseus that, hey, Hades and whoever the hell are having these plans to take over. Cronus is coming back. That's their father, and pretty much the world's shits. And if they do succeed, and if the people stop believing in them, they're going to lose their powers to stand up against them. Perseus is like, yeah, whatever. He doesn't really want to get involved because he wants to be a father to his son, which is normal. And of course, shit hit the fan. Slowly but surely, a creature comes out. Holy shit! That first creature, whatever the hell that was, with a snake tail, the 2 heads and shit. That was a cool action scene. I actually forgot about that. So Perseus is thrown in there like he has to do something to protect his son. And then he eventually, it gets bigger than when he is. So he has to take a quest. So he has to go and help Zeus or whatever the hell and find out what the hell's going on. So then he ends up with Rosamund Pike's character, which I was a surprise. I totally forgot that she was in it. She's kind of like the queen of Greece in a sense. She's Andromeda, I believe that's her name. So it's pretty cool. Special effects, not bad considering it was the 2010s. 2012 to be more exact. Creatures were cool. I forgot the Minotaurs in it, in the maze. The way the buildings move, the way they kind of played with the lore. How the Greek gods were, pretty much almost going to be powerless against this big guy who's above him, which is their father, Cronus, that he wants to take over and kind of undermine everything he's done with humankind, mankind, and shit. And I don't know, I just didn't buy. The only thing I didn't buy is that, if people stopped believing them, they would lose their powers, which was kind of lame in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not deep into the Greek mythology, even though I am Greek, to know every single detail, and if that kind of makes sense, or if that's kind of stupid or whatever. But it was buyable. Let's say that. The pacing of the movie was good. It was only an hour and 30 minutes. A lot of good actors in it. Like, I totally forgot. Ralph Fiennes is Hades, which I was totally surprised. Liam Neeson, Zeus, I didn't forget about him. Perseus, we know who that is, Sam Worthington. Rosamund Pike. Who else is in here, guys? Danny Huston. He's the bad guy in Wonder Woman 84. He's in here. He plays Poseidon, which was a good surprise. But those are pretty much the guys. It was cool to see Pegasus come down, and it was black, not the white version you've seen in every single damn movie that they glorify. I thought he turned white for his eyes, but hey, who am I to say, right? But the action was good, the story was good. Action scenes, okay. I'm not going to say they're the greatest, but the one at the beginning with the line was pretty cool. The lava pits and stairs, Kronos looked okay. He was like a dumbed down version of Surtur. I think Surtur, you could actually see more of him and more clear than kind of like a blob of something. You can kind of see him coming out. We already seen it, guys. It's not like, oh my god, that looks so amazing, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, I haven't seen it since 2012, so you're looking at a good 8 years. I forgot half of the movie. Would it have been nice to see in another movie maybe about 2-3 years ago? Perhaps to do a trilogy. It's always nice to do a trilogy when it comes to these things, to see maybe Percy's son take over the mantle and continue forward, and maybe an older him come in and help him defeat who knows what the crap. But the powers were good. It wasn't too cheesy. The flow of the movie was not bad. Actors did a good job. It was enjoyable, let's say that. So, do I recommend this movie? Yeah, if you're into the Greek mythology, like I said, if you like those kind of movies and they kind of play with the mythology a little bit to kind of bring you something entertaining, then go for it. If you love the actors, go for it. Like I said, it was good. I'm not going to say it's the greatest thing I saw. I still like Immortals better. This movie's like 300. I can go on and on like that if you're really into those kind of movies. Troy is probably even better than this, but you know what? It's different, right? More historical, kind of like ticking around with mythology, right? So, I liked it. So, anyways, guys, leave me your comments in the comment section below. Did you guys like Clash of the Titans, the first one, or this one, Wrath of the Titans? Did you care about it? Who cares? Are you happy that it kind of disappeared and didn't continue with it? Did you enjoy it like I did? I don't know. Let me know in the comment sections below. And like always, guys, check out my other videos right here on the Movie Throne. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. More movie reviews coming your way. And more fun. Let's just say that, right? And of course, my podcast. Time is coming close, guys. So anyways, stay off my throne. I'll see you soon. Take it easy.